On fam, wanted to just give you a little behind the scenes look here at this amazing thing that I put together while living out of my car and my SUV on the beach in California last year. Those of you who are day ones, you know the story, but I wanted you to just kind of see a little bit behind the scenes here. Now, there's videos on this channel and the other channel with a lot more coming. I got back into wheelies. Those have been hanging around know I used to stunt ride kind of semi-professionally on sport bikes, things that were a lot bigger. And there's an old school version that's a little older than what I was rocking. But this is the client's shop here. These guys are just the most amazing people in the world. I'm super grateful for. And I thought a handful of you that have really been riding along with me since the beginning would enjoy kind of seeing a little bit behind the scenes here. So I want to show you this one. For those who are into this type of stuff, this is the client, the head owner of the group, his personal build. This company, these clients, this is called Big Dog Motorcycles, which held the title for world's largest custom motorcycle manufacturer for a long time. I don't know if we technically are anymore or not. I really don't know. We still produce bikes. We got a prototype over there. We've got a bunch going out now. We've sent them all over the world. We got over 30,000 bikes we built. So check this out though. This thing's got a turbo on it. How's that for pretty cool? Chopper with a turbo. This is a Big Dog Motorcycles Ridgeback, heavily modified. Love to look at it, man. It was a race bike, one that they did like time records out on the Salt Flats, cannibalized, took a bunch of parts, built this out of. This one, there's actually a video of me over 20 years ago out in college at Kansas State riding a wheelie for the camera. We played a little camera trick, showed my buddy that owns it, putting on all his gear, and then put me in the gear. And I made a pass by the camera riding a wheelie and made the class we showed the video to think it was him. So it's kind of cool to just be around these old parts of my life. This is a 20-year relationship and a 9-year business relationship that turned into the thing that's really allowed me to get everything under control, to build the new 4x4 camper. Hopefully you guys have seen a few clips of that. There's a lot of that coming in the future. Let's see. I don't even know what this one is, honestly. That's one of my coworkers. That's another one of the college bikes from the owners. Prototype over there I can't show you. We also do side-by-sides and off-road power sports. We manufacture things that you point and they go bang, but I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about them on my YouTube channel. And we do custom Cerakoting for aircraft parts. So we've got a whole group of businesses here, and there's just been so much opportunity. They pretty much said, hey, take these companies, figure out what to do, go make it happen, don't take my time. So I've been building marketing, videos, social media, all sorts of stuff for years and years and years. I got a couple comments down here. Let's see. Ty the dog guy, hi, hey, what's up? And Gatenyo, I said it wrong, but hey guys. So I'm just gonna walk you around a little bit, see if I can keep my camera off that prototype. These are S&S engines in these. The prototype's got a 143 cubic inch engine, which that's like, I don't know, 2.5 liters. It's bigger than a lot of the cars on the road. And we do Can-Ams. That's a Polaris over there. Honda. We had all kinds of fun stuff. The service bike right here. So this is what we manufacture and build. Everything, the engines, obviously the S&S engines we get from the S&S factory. But everything else comes from us. And I've got an amazing colleague here, Zach, that he can do everything in here. It's insane how many skills one person can have when they get their hands dirty and just keep doing it for a long time. So, this was all the result of getting into the gym, quitting drinking, and going off and having an amazing adventure and creating self-belief and learning that you just do whatever the hell it takes to make things happen. Having come from the background of done amazing things, not having things work out, I was just defeated, man. Injuries, divorce, failed business, being broke, well, nothing worked out. But I started finding this thing where you just start pushing forward and you just keep going and you don't stop and you You don't blame anybody. You just keep freaking going. Let's see. I don't know. I think that one, that's actually kind of a special setup, so we got to keep that under wraps too. I know the owners would hate it if they knew I was in here putting this out, but you know, I've had like 10 viewers. This will probably never get any views. I just wanted to throw something out there for my day ones, make, you know, have you guys actually see what's behind there. I got 51 Ush. Yeah, what's up? Cool garage. Thanks. Again, it's not mine. This is my main client's setup, but I've got full access to it. Got my 4x4 campers out back. I really don't use the tools or facilities in here, but it's amazing to have the people, the tools, if I ever need to for any of my build outs. I've got all the stuff here. I just try not to burden anybody with my life and my own pursuits. So guys, make sure if you want to hear a little bit more like the, you know, the one-on-one talk, check out my self-development channel, Comebacks, Kombaxx, Comebacks, men making comebacks. This is an adventure channel. I'm just getting used. I've got to separate the two. I got to keep the adventures over here, but I want to talk to you guys. I just had this feeling like I needed to say something and just say what's up for the day. So I'm working on a lot of videos, editing a lot of videos for you guys. And let's see. Oh, hey, I appreciate the compliment. Hey, Bobby, it's been a minute. How you doing? I've been good, man. Just head down in the grind, building the future. You'll have to check out some of the vids. I haven't put much out on this yet, but got a new 4x4 camper set up, 2022 2500, put a camper on the back, been spending months building it out and just going hard, man, just going so hard. Haven't taken a break, haven't caught my breath. And man, within 4 days, boom, I bought a piece of land, bought a truck, bought a camper. Everything fell into place that I've been working for in years. And man, I give myself no credit at all. I'm trying to tell myself to actually acknowledge my wins because I haven't gotten where I'm going, so it feels like I haven't actually done anything, but I've made a hell of a lot of progress. So let's see here. Notification system, live verified safe space, host has been verified. Well, I got no hate towards anybody. I'm not affiliating with anything. I'm just here telling everybody I want to see the best for everyone, and I want to bring you on my adventures, and I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, glad to check in on you, Bobby. I know I haven't been. I've pretty much stopped doing short form. It's just I've got a second channel now, which can be clipped into short form. My adventure channel, I might do a couple cool shorts now and then, just if the creative inspiration hits me. But this channel, it doesn't make sense. The other channel, it's easy. I just have to make the time to start chopping that stuff up and get all my other channels, get a new TikTok. I've never been on TikTok once in my life. Got to get a new TikTok going for that. Got to get a new Instagram set up for it. There's like 9 different places I can dump one short out and it'll go to like 9 different spots. So yeah, anybody got any questions, let me know. Appreciate any of the new people coming through. And any of my day ones that maybe you catch this later, maybe you catch this now. So yeah. No real big message. I just wanted you guys to see a little bit of the reality behind the scenes here. There's pretty much no chance my clients actually see this. They're too busy doing important big money things. But if they do, I just want you guys to know how truly grateful I am that you've given me the trust and the freedom to build everything we're building. I'm sitting in the president's office up front with my laptop just because he's out doing other big fancy business stuff. Petroleum industry consulting and things that, they're playing with a lot more commas than I understand at this point. But I'm building something. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to get rich or die trying, and I'm going to do something really useful, meaningful, and impactful with that money, not just objects. So, I want to do something to bring some good into this world, and we need it right now, man, especially... Yeah, men in the U.S. right now, we're a little bit lost, and I just want to see more people understand that, you really figure out and define your dreams. Take as long as it might take a couple years to figure it out, and then start moving in that direction, and just don't stop and don't drink. That'll get you a long ways there. But that was really hard for me to quit drinking, so I did it. It made me somebody way better. So let's see, I got any more comments here? Thanks for being the first stream I've seen that isn't brain rot. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's something, this channel here, now that I've got my self-development channel that has a real message and it makes sense, this channel doesn't make any sense. I'm not chasing views over here anymore. I'm just going to put out things that I care about. When I talk to you, I'm just going to talk to you. When I shoot and edit videos, I'm doing it because it's what I want to create and bring into the world. So, you know, I'd love to have more people come along. I think when the right people find the content on this channel, the long forms that I put my heart and soul into shooting and editing, that they'll really love it. But man, I'm an old school video producer, man. I was doing this stuff tape to tape back in, you know, the early 2000s. I understand long form documentaries. I understand corporate videos. I don't do any short form. I don't even understand what the world's looking for. So I give up. I'm just going to make the content I care about, and I know I'll find the people that enjoy it. And if this channel never does anything real, oh well. I love creating anyway. So these are videos, you know, the videos that I actually shoot and edit and create that I want to make. I'll have those for the rest of my life. I can look back on them later, and if nobody else sees them, nobody else likes them, oh well. I've got something I love and I'm proud of, and I can look back on. So let's see what we got. Another comment. Sorry, but I got to roll. Hey, Average Gamers, I appreciate you checking in, man. Hopefully we'll see you again. And I mean, I'm not really even saying anything important here. I'm just chit-chatting with random people, but you know, I've like I said, I achieved everything I was going after, but I haven't gotten to capitalize on any of it. New land, new camper, new truck, but I'm camped outside of my client's shop right next to a sewage treatment plant in the middle of an industrial area in Wichita, Kansas, which doesn't have the beaches, doesn't have the mountains, doesn't have the oceans, palm trees, clear water that I go off and have my adventures on. And it just kind of hit me. It was like, man, I've been going so hard. It's sure I've had this upward this momentum of a lot of wins, but I haven't experienced the win part of it. And it just kind of put me in a little bit of a depression, you know. But if you're conscious of that, catch it, fix it, don't let it bring you down further. And I just work out a lot. It keeps my mind right. Getting sober too, yeah. Yep, that's no more drink or drugs for you. Going full transformation, man. I hope it's been awesome. I did 1 year, no intoxicants at all. I'm in Kansas. I've been around some of this Delta 8 near beer fake weed. You know, I'm trying to find some form of balance. I've gone so hard that I think, you know, just like the gym, when I gave myself tendonitis on all my major joints, my diet ate up my white blood cells and started eating my muscle. I went so hard. I've been overdoing it. And I think it's really good to be able to do that for an extended period of time. But I think it's also logical to recognize when you're just going too hard for too long. So I'm trying to find a little balance, trying to find a way to somehow fit some form of normalcy into my life. I don't drink. I'll never drink again. It's been over 2 years. I don't eat out. Can't put that stuff in my body. Most people don't get the mission I'm on. They can't. My vision is so huge. I don't want to interact with people who have such limiting beliefs. It's like, you know, if you're around a bunch of healthy people, you'll be another healthy person. You're around a bunch of losers, you'll be another loser. And if I surround myself with people with limiting mindsets, I'm going to have a limiting mindset. So I've just isolated myself. And I'm sure there's a lot good about that, but maybe it's not all good all the time. Let's see. Let's check in. What else is Bobby saying here? Yeah, last addictions are caffeine and nicotine gum. Man, I'm lucky I never got hooked on nicotine. Caffeine, man, I'm not off of that one yet. I've dialed it way back compared to what I was doing, but it's not something I've set myself to doing yet, but I'll probably do that, at least for a while, just because I've learned it's good to challenge yourself and make yourself uncomfortable and set a long, uncomfortable goal. And then when you get to the other side of it, you're a different person because you did something that felt really hard and you didn't give in. And that, man, quitting drinking while living in a car for a year was really hard, while starting a successful marketing company through it all. But I was something so different on the other side of all that discomfort. And the diet that I did, the 97-day brutal diet, living off of boiled chicken and Greek yogurt and 16 and 19-hour day fasts, that changed me. That changed me in a good way. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But I saw it through, and I didn't give in. I made it to the end. I did what I said I was going to do. And when you can do what you say you're going to do, it changes your view of yourself. More messages from Bobby. Yeah, pure sobriety. It's the jury is out. There are definitely concerns around cannabis, if that ever does be a part of my life, how it could slow down all of this progress that I've learned how to just go hard and bulldoze through everything no matter what's hitting me. So I think that's, that's a real concern. And for some people, maybe most people, cannabis could be very detrimental to success and a path forward. For me, alcohol is the freaking devil. Can never be in my life again. It's been over 2 years. I will never drink again. I'm proud of that. I don't hide it at all. I'll tell you I had a major problem, and I'll tell you I got over it, and I understand that I'm only one drink away from ruining all the work that I put into building this new life, to getting myself healthy, creating self-belief, because all it would take is one drink to have a completely different self-image. And it's self-image is so terribly important when you want to move towards a goal and achieve things. Yeah, nicotine's nasty stuff. Yeah, Bobby, I agree. I mean, I go to a hookah lounge every once in a while, just so I can go out in public and be around people. But I'm very aware that that's something that has to be an extremely occasional event. I'm lucky I never had a nicotine addiction. I would hate to get over alcohol and then go get myself addicted to nicotine. I've heard, man, I have a friend who got over, hardcore meth addict that got through it all, and she still couldn't get off nicotine. That's bad stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Goal of the year is pure sobriety, zero chemicals. Dude, do it. At least set that goal. Do it for a year. Have you been? I know you were going towards alcohol free. Have you been alcohol free for a while, Bobby? Let's see. Great to watch transformation. Hey, you've been an inspiration too. I just quit watching all content pretty much. I disappeared. The only content I watch now, I've been obsessed with understanding finance and the mechanics behind money. I've been trading. I've been investing. I've done well, even through that huge crypto crash the other day. I made money when everybody else got liquidated. And I'm not saying I'm anywhere near an expert, but I'm starting to see the pieces of the matrix when it comes to finance. I'm not going to spend my whole life trading hours for dollars, selling my services to someone else, because that time is too valuable. I could build something to have a real impact and really make a difference in the world and enjoy my life and create true freedom. So, that's the ultimate goal, freedom and impact. What else we got here? Seal. I wish I spoke better Spanish. I was getting okay when I was in California, but I can't translate that on the fly. So I appreciate you watching my transformation, Bobby. I appreciate you coming along on this ride, dipping back in, yo-yoing. Dude, it's hard, man. It took me, when I said I really wanted to quit drinking, it was close to 2 years before my last drink. And even then, it's such a cultural thing. And I was very unhappy with where I was in life, and I had a lot of, self-loathing, and drinking seemed to be a solution, although it lasts about 5 or 10 minutes. Once you've got an alcohol addiction, you might get a couple minutes of feeling good, and it's just all downhill, and you keep trying to drink, and then it just makes you feel worse and worse. So that was definitely, man, thank God that's out of my life. I wish you the best. If there's been a little bit of alcohol here and you're still battling it, dude, I wish you pure success. There's this thing where we try to, we believe that we're going to have to convince ourselves that things are better when they're really not, when we've taken alcohol out of our lives. But at its worst, on my worst days, are better than my best days when I was drinking. And you learn, you start getting through things, you start toughing them out. Alcohol it's a crutch, it's a training wheel, and it's something that society just tells us is not only okay, but, promoted through at least us 80s babies, us millennials. It was all the movies about college, the TV shows, everything. Alcohol is the center of everything, and it's interesting when you change your mindset and realize, wait, this is the center of everything I don't want in my life. And then I start to realize, well, the club, I didn't actually like the club. I had to drink to make the club manageable or enjoyable. And that's how it was with so many different things where I was drinking at. I didn't actually want to be there. I just was able to make it manageable when I was intoxicated. And when you get that out of your life, you start to recognize the things that are truly joyous. You know, it's been 3 or 4 months. I've missed one morning walk in 3 or 4 months. I get up early before sunrise and take a big long walk. And I've been doing it without headphones quite a bit. I'd say more than half the time. Just hearing the sounds in the air, the traffic, the crickets, whatever it might be, and just being live and present in the moment. I never was capable of doing that and enjoying it when I was drinking all the time. Even if I was not drunk or not intoxicated, I couldn't enjoy just being. And that's something that's happened for me since I quit drinking. Let's see. I smoked a cigar and got hooked on nicotine again. Man, I'm sorry, bro. That, like I said, that nicotine sounds like I'm lucky that's not one that got a hold of me, because it sounds bad. If my friend that got over meth couldn't get off nicotine, that's some real stuff. That's some real stuff. You got the seal. Love you live, bro. Hey, man, thanks. You know, it's not going to hurt anything for me to try this stuff, right? It's like I didn't want vertical videos. I didn't want long live videos. I'm scared to get on here. You know what? If people don't like what I'm saying, they're just not going to stick around. I mean, I'm freestyling right now. I love talking to you guys. Anybody that's got any questions or comments, I'm doing my best to actually pay attention to what's happening here. And, you know, maybe this will start a new way to engage, and who knows where this will go. So what else we got here? Thank God, bro. I'll be there soon. Don't want to chase that buzz anymore. Yeah, it's yeah, Bobby, real stuff, bro. Real stuff. I know a lot of people are looking to you, man. You're a published author with a really great message. You know, somebody that can make it into the NFL, like just grassroots, make their way, fighting their way into the NFL. I know you got whatever it is inside of you to get past all this stuff. It's a different, subtraction is different than pursuit. But the strength of somebody that can make it into top tier professional sports through fighting, that's the type of person that's got what they need to get over whatever vice or challenge you're fighting. So, man, I got faith in you because I've seen some of the stuff you've done, and it's so far beyond some of the things I could even imagine. So, dude, you got this, man. I wanna hear that you know, I want to catch up with you and, you know, tell me, yeah, I got my first year and you're still going strong. You know, for me, it was that first year. If you guys saw that video, most meaningful video I've probably made to this point, where day 366, I had the chance. I could drink if I wanted. I made my year commitment. I poured it out and said, I'm never doing it again. And from that day on, that became my identity. It was no longer a thing I was doing or pursuing. Like, I am a man who does not drink. And I'm damn proud of it. And that's why I was able to start a marketing company and have access to all this cool stuff, because I got in the gym and I quit drinking. And it's amazing the type of people that this stuff can come out of, right? Like, you don't know who can win and lose. Like, somebody that you think has got nothing going on, and they might just find that freaking grit inside of themselves and say, all right, I'm going to start running marathons. I'm never going to drink again. I'm just, you know, whatever they're going to do. And you never know who's got that in them. So for anybody that's watching now or later, if there's something you want to get over or something you want to achieve, it's not supposed to be comfortable or easy, and it's not supposed to happen fast. But if you keep moving in that direction, you stay committed, and you have your vision, it's something amazing is going to come out of it. And, you know, that's probably why I'm so hard, because I've got such a huge vision for myself. I'm so hard on myself that I haven't achieved that yet. But, man, the amount of progress that you can make over just 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Maybe you want it in 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. But as long as you keep moving in the same direction, you start to see what you're truly capable of. And now I'm just trying to mentally get past this temporary moment of contraction, of kind of, it's almost like a postpartum depression. I solved all these problems and achieved these goals I was working towards. But now what? Now I just put down my head and keep accomplishing things for my clients and keep steadily building and investing. And man, I paid off like $18,000 worth of debt and have got, $7,000 worth of investments in the last year. And I'm not making six figures yet. I've been living poor as hell by choice because I want to be free and I want to have an impact. And if I sit around trying to spend my time trading for money, trading that money for comfort, and barely moving anywhere, I'm going to die with no impact and no freedom. And probably no retirement. All right, who else has got it? Hey, I got Blaze McVeigh says hi. What's up, Blaze McVeigh? Hey, I appreciate you too, Bobby. Like all the shorts? Oh, man, maybe I'll get back to trying to get a couple going for this channel. I enjoy the new challenge, but I'll put like 4 or 5 hours into a short and then get 100 views. And I'm just like, man, I could have put 4 or 5 hours into a long form video that I'm good at making and I understand what I want to do. But I'll work on getting out a couple more cool shorts. You can't even imagine the amount of great footage that I've got, stuff that hasn't seen the light of day yet, new things. I'm finally editing the Florida trip videos. I camped out on the islands for parking lot camped on islands in Florida for a couple weeks, man. Let me tell you, if you want to go 4x4 nomad camping, like I did, for almost 2 years in California and Colorado, the West is way better for that stuff. Now, Florida was amazing. It had a lot of stuff that California and Colorado doesn't, but it was missing all of the off-road trails and national forests and all of that too. And I got a terrible case of poison sumac or something so bad I ended up in the emergency room. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was having some sort of anaphylactic, like I was going to die. Got a $4,000 bill. And then because I have state insurance, the state insurance said, hey, we're only going to let you charge $400. Oh, the system. I don't understand this system. I do not understand how these things work. Well, I appreciate you, Seal. It's, I make these videos now. I've realized I make them because they're what I want to create, but I don't make them for nobody to see. And the people that do enjoy them, it means a lot to me that out of the infinite amount of stuff you could consume, you choose to spend just a little bit of time watching the content that I make, because it does come from the heart. It's things I care about. I've made a handful of informational videos and things when I was trying to figure it all out before. Like I said, I'm not chasing any views or growth on this channel. I'm just going to make what I want, interact with the people that enjoy it, see where it goes. And then my other channel, Comebacks, KOMBAXX. The other channel, everything makes sense. I understand my message. I have a leg to stand on. I understand titles, thumbnail, etc. I don't know what to do with this channel. I'm just telling cool stories, getting cool shots, making the things I want, not really worrying about it. So, well, I appreciate. I'm sure that you say love the channel. Yeah, man. Thank you. That means the world to me. It really does. So, boy, I don't know what else I have to say now, really. I just appreciate hanging out with you guys for a minute. Glad that a handful of you are just kind of interested in seeing and hearing what's going on. I'm going to come over by the prototype bike, but I'm going to make sure we don't put that on camera. Not that any of you would go out and blast that out and try to ruin the big reveal. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this is a Polaris Ranger. That's pretty cool. This was, we've got the brand Big Dog Motorcycles, world's largest custom motorcycle manufacturer. And, this wasn't my vision, but I'm the guy that put it together to bring in the business, Big Dog Power Sports. And it's working well. These things are coming in all the time. It's kind of hard to build a new brand from the ground up because, we share the name, but the guys that are driving these aren't usually the guys that are also riding those. So it's basically a brand new brand. Thank goodness I've got a client who trusts me, who I've earned the trust with, and he literally just said, here's all this stuff, go make money. And don't bother me, basically. I'm too busy. I don't have time for it. So I've just been given all the freedom and trust in the world, keys to the kingdom. I mean, I'm in here now. And obviously, I got to represent the client's best interests. But they just turned me loose and said, go, make things work. And I've made them work. But if I were to stay an employee, or I keep begging people to sell them my time and then have them give me directions and limit what I can do and what I can make, then I would just be a fairly low performing drone. It's just not what I'm built to do. I'm built to solve problems, create challenges, do new and different things all the time, and be passionate. Even if I'm extremely skilled, like when I was a video producer, I was flying around North America in Learjets, but I hated it. I was doing what I thought I wanted to do, but I hated it because I was creating what somebody else told me to create, working within their constraints. Just wasn't my jam, and there was only so much money I was going to make. We're in the final stages of opening our first drop shipping business. Got 73,000 parts for my initial load that are going to go out. Somebody found our development site accidentally and spent almost $1,000. It wasn't even supposed to be live. So I've got a really good feeling that this drop shipping business we're building, that nobody else has done these products anywhere, is going to do well. Is going to do really well. And that could be the funding source that truly opens up the freedom for me to get back on the road and stay on the road. And I'm going to bring you guys out to my land. If most of you probably haven't seen it yet, but bought that piece of land with a well out in the mountains, national forests close by, hot springs close by, national parks close by. But it is cheap, $9,000 for an acre with a well, in a place that the well's not going to run dry. That is at the very beginning of the water source. And the big cities, Denver and Colorado Springs, have been. We took them, the communities up there took them to Supreme Court, won. They can't touch our water source until it's further downstream. All right, what are the comments we got down here? Let's see. Sorry for back is 1%, bro. Sorry. Love your channel. I don't know exactly what you're saying down there, but I appreciate the, the compliments. Really love it. Let's see here. We're down to 2 people. Yeah, how long have we been going for? Oh, we've been going for half an hour. I think it might be time for me to stop randomly rambling. But, I appreciate the handful of you guys that have interacted here. And maybe I'll start doing more of these. If you haven't seen, hey, I got a low battery warning too. So if you haven't seen the 4x4 camper, if you haven't seen the stunt riding videos, if you haven't seen the land, check out the channel. Maybe I'll get all that more organized and make it easier to check out from these lives. But to all of you that have taken the time to interact with me, there's only 2 of you left. I'm guessing it's probably Bobby and the Seal, but thank you guys for taking some of your time here. I hope everyone is having an amazing week, and whatever direction you're going, just find your vision, stay committed, pursue the best version of yourself. Don't go the other way. Love every one of you guys. Be safe. Take care.